Hey freelance lawyers, Sonrisa here. This video is piggybacking on a recent video that I did about rate setting. If you watched that video, you know that the most common question that I get asked by aspiring freelance attorneys is, how much should we charge? How should we set our rates? What is an appropriate rate for a freelance attorney? Now, I mentioned in the last video that in answering this question, I like to walk freelance lawyers through a 5-factor analysis, lawyer style, giving them 5 different factors to consider in arriving at an appropriate rate to charge as a freelance attorney. I may even add a 6th one, but for now we'll say it's 5. And I kind of wanted to just give you what the last factor that I like to talk about. I consider it the 5th one. And this surprises a lot of people, but it is my opinion from my experience that as an independent freelance attorney, considering your rates and your rate structure, you need 2 rates. And I've arrived at this conclusion after having tried 1 rate, after having tried 3 rates. 2 rates is the right amount of rates. It's like Goldilocks. 2 rates is just right. And what these 2 rates are, one is your regular rate, just your regular rate, your regular number. And the second rate is a higher rate. And I call this a priority rate. You might call it a rush rate, a priority rate. This is for work that is needed quickly. So for example, if a lawyer client comes to you and says, oh my goodness, I need this petition drafted right away. I need it by the end of the day. Having this priority rate allows you to say, yes, I can do that same day work for you, but I charge this priority rush rate. And having 2 rates is beneficial for 2 reasons. It's beneficial for you as a freelance attorney, and it's beneficial for your attorney client. For you as a freelance attorney, it definitely helps you to balance and value your time. When I had only 1 rate, when lawyers would come in and say, oh my goodness, when my clients would come to me and say, oh my goodness, I need this immediately, it was really challenging to kind of drop everything else I was doing to put them ahead of other lawyers who had given me work and ample time to do it. Sometimes it would mean, oh, I was planning on spending the weekend with my family, but now I'm gonna drop everything and do their work for them instead. I mean, it was tricky to justify making those sacrifices and putting them ahead of other attorneys in line. And I would also kind of feel angry when they would say, I need it right away. And then I would deliver it. And then they wouldn't look at it for a week or 2. And then I said, oh my goodness, I gave up my entire weekend for that. So, and they actually didn't need it right away. So having 2 rates allows me to kind of value my time a little better and justify putting them ahead of the line or sacrificing other things I'm doing in my personal life. Also, having 2 rates helps your lawyer clients because they might come to you and say, oh, I have this urgent thing that I need done. And it helps them to consider and parse out exactly how urgent it is. So I might ask them, okay, well, I can do it by the end of the week, or is it urgent? Is this a priority rate project? And just having the 2 rates to consider, sometimes they'll think about it and they'll say, and they'll realize, oh, okay, yes, I can get this in 4 days. I don't actually need it this very moment. So it sort of helps them to consider, they have to think extra about how urgent exactly things are. So having 2 rates is useful for this reason. And again, I can go into more detail on this on another video, and I'll have some more content for you about, again, the 2 rate topic. 4 or 5 other factors to consider when setting your rate. And if you want to know everything, if you're an aspiring independent career freelance attorney looking to build your business, looking to build a brand, a lifestyle, I walk you through everything you need to know to do this in my program, Freelance Lawyer Academy. So that's all for today, and I'll be back with more content for you soon.